ICMAP. Thank you, KSA Branch Council. Thank you, everybody who put efforts for this webinar. I believe you guys can see my screen. Please confirm. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see screen.
Thank you. Guys, this is Asif. Please. I will tell you a little bit about myself, but I want to tell you about my passion. Excel, Power BI, Tableau, data analytics, these all are my passion. I've been doing training since 2010, and it was my first time with ICMAP Islamabad when I delivered financial modeling Excel training. And that was one training, and after that I delivered so many trainings, but each training I have improved in some of the areas. I will tell you a quote and will tell you a short story about my journey as well. So today's webinar is on financial modeling using Excel. You know, Excel you use day by day in your job, in your or any while creating any financial model or while creating any spreadsheet solutions. For this, there is no restrictions because I'll be no more using Power Pivot, Power View, Power Map, Power Query. Yes, it is so simple. If you even if you are using 99 or 98 Excel version, yes, you can do a lot of other things. Knowledge is power, and that's why we all are here. And it is advised that learn how to use it. Regarding financial modeling, there's a famous quote: those who have knowledge don't predict. Those who predict don't have knowledge. Sorry to say, but it's a fact. Many of us will believe that we have financial modeling skills, but honestly speaking, unless I jumped in for CFI, Corporate Financial Institute, and I did financial modeling valuation analyst, that certification, then I realized I need to improve a lot in the area of financial modeling, how to do valuation of any companies. Guys, this is a little bit about me. I'm running my own YouTube channel recently. You can see Rococo Analytics by Asif. You can click this link and you can see my YouTube channel, where we members are trying to assimilate some of the queries and will create videos so that you can learn a lot. And here I have my 3 courses on Udemy. 2 of them are on Power BI because I love Power BI. I'm in Power BI since last 5 years because you know Power BI started its journey from 24 July 2015. But still I love Excel because you can create financial models, you can create other dashboards with use of Microsoft Excel very easily. Or you can say we are having a comfort zone with Microsoft Excel. So these are the few certifications which I want to tell about: financial modeling, valuation, and analyst CFA. So I did financial modeling, valuation, analyst recently, but I realized how much it has. Then Modano financial modeling. First, I did Modano financial modeling and got the certification with A grade. Then I jumped it again and did it in 2018 and secured A+. And then I realized there's still a lot to learn from it. Then an affiliate with Advanced Financial Modeling with Financial Modeling Institute Canada. And these are some of the, you can say my badges or the clear badges and certificates. I'm Microsoft Certified Trainer and the member of International Association of Microsoft Certified Trainer. I had qualified. I'm in Microsoft Certified Power BI exam 778, 779, and there's a lot more. Recently, what I did, somebody actually pushed me to go for Tableau. So I did Tableau. I'm in 3 badges. One is for, you can see badges here: Tableau data scientist, data analyst, and Tableau author. So all these are aligned and with my passion. My passion was previously to go for Excel only, to learn macros, VBAs or something related to Excel only. But then I realized it is the need of the time to polish my skill, to be stand out of the crowd. So it is advised to everybody, if you have time or if you don't have time, please try to improve yourself. Otherwise you will be treated like a dinosaur. Your skills will be treated like a dinosaur. Maybe I mean in future your Excel skill may not be required, because many things are coming in Excel. Python will be there soon. You will realize Python will be there in Excel, and maybe R or maybe any other script languages. Okay, let's move on. Question is, what is financial modeling and what is spreadsheet solution? Yes, really very important question. In our jobs, we do create some of the models, but honestly speaking, more than, it is said by the experts, by the way, more than 95% models are based on these are the all these spreadsheet solutions. The only 5% models which have these, if you can see on like orange, I've mentioned what if, all of the three, I mean, statements contains what if. So if your model contains what if, I mean, okay, what if you go from this situation to another situation, from situation A to situation B to situation C. So these are the questions. If it covers, it is a financial model. Next, guys, I will tell you that I recently conducted many programs on financial modeling, and this is I want to tell you that this is my full program. By the way, it contains from 16 to 20 hours. The last program I did with another company actually. So we did for 20 hours program, but based on the same contents. So these are some of the glimpses from my financial modeling work. Now you can see how we can create financial model. If you see the attributes, each color, the blue color, the black color, the bold color, it has some of the attributes. Now based on your financial model, the projection based on historical data or projected data, you create graphs as well. So how you pick graph, this is really very much important. If you do not have skills on dashboard, you won't be able to create such graphs. And for full program, I have, by the way, the course contents. So there are three main parts. Financial modeling techniques. Before you jump in any financial model, you need to learn some of the advanced features of financial modeling, or you can say some of the advanced features and formulas, functions of Excel. Yes, this is really very much important. That's why I covered some of the advanced features to test the knowledge of participants before we move forward. Okay, next is the case study, building financial model from scratch, testing your financial model and creating summary. And last in this the last part, I will tell you the most important is to protect your model. So here it comes. Most of the users only know basics of these formulas, but it's time to discover advanced level. We usually apply name ranges, lookup formulas, if formulas, but honestly speaking, we not go beyond what it shows us. We usually do only the basic formula of VLOOKUP. You can impart VLOOKUP and match as well. You can go for index match, offset, indirect. These are the advanced level formulas. So I covered all these techniques, name ranges, advanced list management, Excel charts, what if analysis. I will tell you. By the way, here you can see on the gray color, it shows that these are like advanced Excel features, and the green shades you can see these are the financial modeling techniques. Next, how name ranges works. So this way name ranges works. By the way, all these are the extracts of my content pack which I delivered to my participants. And for your information, with the help of KSA branch members, We have delivered these trainings already from the year, I think, 2018 onwards. And we delivered physical trainings, not only in KSA, I mean, all the cities. We covered Bahrain as well. Previously, when I was in Qatar, yes, we did there as well. And UAE branch council. For UAE branch, we also did some of the trainings. Next is the advanced list management. What are the advanced list management? One need to be understand how you can apply these skills in your financial models or spreadsheet solutions. Important to understand storytelling with data. It is not, I mean, it is easy. Okay, you can create your graphs and charts, but it is not easy to understand what your chart shows us. So there is, I mean, storytelling with your data. You can always tell story to your what you can say audience, and it will be remembered for them for a longer period of time. What if analysis? Yes, it is also an important part of Microsoft Excel as well, or advanced Excel, financial modeling, dashboards, etc. Then I move on the financial modeling. What you do? I mean, like capital budgeting and investment appraisal techniques. So layout of any layout of financial model. It is really very much important how you create model, where you put your years, where you put your, I mean, your projected income or P&L balance sheet, how you portray. I will tell you, I mean, there are two types of financial model. One is the vertical and one is the horizontal. What is the difference between them? Previously, or you can say even 2 years back, even I don't know. Seriously, I mean, I can confess. So I realize day by day that I also need to learn a lot. If I'm going to deliver any training, I have to be answerable. So it is important for me and important for everybody. Next is the capital budgeting. What are the NPV IRR? We all know that. Why we need XIRR? Why we need XNPV? I mean, of course, many of us already know why we use XIRR, XNPV in project appraisals. Maybe if you guys are working in construction company or building you're, I mean, preparing any feasibility reports, you know already very well about these techniques. Then important to prepare a loan amortization schedule. By the way, I have already delivered a comprehensive 1-hour training on building loan amortization schedule, and we can conduct, if anybody, I mean, require our institute, then we can go for I mean, building loan amortization schedule. So it should have been dynamic, how you can portray the figures month-wise or installments-wise, etc. Then sensitivity analysis. Yes, this is also an important part. Why sensitivity analysis is important? First, you have to create a model. Then it is the need to test your model. What if in this case? What if in this case? And you know, what if is the most important thing while preparing any financial model. Next, macros and VBA. Although macros and VBAs are in the market since many years. I mean, I can say since launch of Microsoft Excel. But only few people know about how to create macros, how to read the codes, what are the subroutines. Even maybe I don't know much about macros and VBA because it's a totally different field. But you have to have some of the knowledge of macros, how you can create macros, because it is really very important to protect your workbooks, how you can handle add-ins, how you can create add-in through I mean, with a code. If I sent you, let's suppose if I sent you a code, convert currency to English, you can create add-in, but you can create only if you know how to. It is not important that you need to jump in and learn all of the syntax and macros and how it works, macros and VBAs, etc. By the way, I think many people may be raising hands. We will have a question and answer session in the end. All right. So this is detail about my financial modeling program, financial modeling introduction, setting up these spreadsheets, keyboard shortcuts, understanding date function, etc., scenarios analysis, sensitivity analysis, and then case study of building financial model from scratch. Yes, we do teach how to build from the raw data, from where you pick and create assumption sheet, where you can create the dynamics, what if analysis, and such kind of stuff, capex, loan, etc., and how you project your P&L, balance sheet, and cash flow. All of this is called the three statement analysis. It should have been interconnected with your what if questions. If you change any question, it should predict the value the way you want. Then create links of financials, of course, it is done. Then shaping and compiling complete financial model. In the end, you have to test your model, and you have to document your model, and protecting your model with the help of macros and VBA. And then you can create charts and graphs based on some metrics. So guys, this was about the program, and I will tell you the last slides when I'll finish my program. So why not to jump back to the case study. Before we move on to the case study, I will tell you it is really important. You need to have a paper, a pen, and draw the layout of your model. First, understand what you have to do. If you are given any condition, or if you are given any Excel sheet and asked to prepare financial model, you need to have understanding first what you are going to do, what is the question, and from where you have to start, where you have to stop, and what is the question, and who your audience is. So guys, if you can see, I will read, the question. Initial investment, 8.5 million. I think I'll remove 1 0. It was 850,000. Salvage value is 200,000. Then net working capital we required at the time of 18,000. The outflow I have mentioned in negative sign. Then discount rate 10%, tax rate is 30%, net working capital or sales 16%. Time, we need model to be based for the 10 years, for the next year 10 years projection. Then price per unit you are given. Unit sales first year 1,000, additional unit sales you will be selling into the market as 600 unit sales. And always keep in mind that there are different kind of financial models for oil and gas industry. I worked for oil and gas industry for more than 12 years. Those models are totally different. And if you are in a construction industry, models are totally different. So it depends. If you are in a manufacturing concern, yes, models are totally different. So it is very important to understand what you are going to do with. So each year 2 to 10, last year's sales plus additional means if we are selling in the first year 1,000 units, so year 2 it would be total 1,600, and in year 2 add more 600 till year 10. So it is important to understand what the way you will be creating your revenue schedule and P&L projections. Okay, correct. Next, you have variable costs. So we can easily say that it's like manufacturing concern. Variable cost, material cost per unit is already given. Selling expenses per unit is also given. Others. Sorry. Okay, so we have total selling price is equal to these three items. Now fixed cost. Lease payment 4,000, administration, others, and depreciation. I will keep always depreciation separately from our model. in the model. I mean, if you are fixing in the fixed cost, always try to fix it and below the fixed expenses line. So I'll keep it separate. Okay. Now, if you go on the right side, we have projected total cash flow includes below operating cash flow, net working cash flow, and net capital spending. And I have highlighted taxes paid in subsequent year. So yeah, why this information is necessary, you know, you all guys are, I mean, qualified, so you know, I mean, better what does it mean. Of course it is needed for the cash flow. Okay, task is, that was the data, we read the data. Okay, that's fine, we have all of the information, investment, salvage value. Maybe maybe it will ask you to create, I mean, the based on the capital budgeting techniques, which is already mentioned on top, case study, capital budgeting, and projected cash flow. Okay, NPV, yes, it is mentioned already. We need NPV, I mean, net present value, to analyze whether this project is feasible for us or not. Task, put appropriate figures to prepare an yearly cash flow model. Okay, next, calculate NPV and IRR. Okay, fine. Then the last query is assign 3 different scenarios: best case, worst case, and average case, based on the quantity of sales increased each year as 300, 600, and 800. Okay, at present we are selling additional unit at the rate of 600. Now here it may ask you to have 3 different scenarios, put 300, 600, and 800. So worst case, average case, and best case. Okay, in average, worst, best, there is another option. Also put selling per price 80, 100, and 120. So what we are going to do with this model is, we'll first put additional units 300, then 80, then 600 and 100, then 800 and 120. Hint, if you remember, I shown you my slides, and the first slide was name ranges, right? So why name ranges is so important? Name ranges are plays a pivotal role in any financial model. First, it works like a dynamic name, and you don't need to, if you have, let's suppose, 30 sheets, you don't need to remember on which sheet the particular name range or the cell contains any informational data. Let's say initial investment. If you have 30 sheets, you don't need to go back to your initial sheet. You just need to press a shortcut key, which is the F3, right? By which you can impart within the formulas. I will tell you how we can go with it. Okay. There are many shortcut keys. Actually, I will urge that everybody learn the important shortcut keys. The first shortcut key is Control F3. See, what is this Control F3 is to figure out if you have any names in that file or sheet. We do not have. If you can create, by the way, select and create name. But I want, I mean, first of all, I want a sheet here. It would be like a model. Okay. In this sheet, I'll prepare model which will be linked with the base sheet, which is the data sheet. Before I move on, I mean, it is important to create some of the name ranges. I will give first cell as the name of, I mean, initial investment. I can simply select this cell and select here the cell address and put any name. Let's suppose initial investment, etc. But I will not going to do this, right? I'll just I just press escape, so I'm back. Now what you can do, because you need all of the cells from here, I mean, from, if you can see on the column C and yellow, I need all of the yellow cells to be named as per the column B. I mean, first Sell should be the name of initial investment. Next 200,000 salvage value, etc. And I mean, this is my requirement. Okay, salvage value I'll be getting after year 10. Okay, that's fine. But first, how you have to how you will be creating your model which contains data based on what you can say is the dynamic. Yes, it is. These are the name ranges. So how you can create name ranges, by the way, we have already here under the formula, this option you can see the name ranges, right? So name ranges, I would say it is the most important feature. Name ranges. My pen is not working, I think. Just a minute, pens. Okay, my pen stopped working. No issue. I'll leave pen here. Right. So what we need first to create the name ranges. I'll select all the cells. We'll be selecting formula, and here you have the option creating from selection. Select it here and select OK. Simply. Now press OK. Within no time you have created almost, how many cells are there? You have created I mean I cannot see, by the way, from here because zoom option is there. Okay, no issue. I cannot see, but we have already created. How we can check? Press Control F3. Now you can see it is so easy to create name ranges instantly on your model sheet. First one is the additional unit, because it is showing I mean alphabetically. So I want initial investment. I will select initial investment. I can select this arrow key. It referring the cells 850 as C4. So C4 is equal to initial investment. So it has already created all of the values here. But there may be some of the sorry, there may be some of the extra names which you need to delete. And what are those? Variable cost and fixed cost. Select fixed cost, delete. Go to the variable cost, or where you cannot see the values, you can delete instantly. Okay, so now see, we have already created a few of the names. Close it down. Okay, one more thing to I will mention here. I press Control F3 again, and now you can see net working capital over sales, and here is the net working capital, but you can see underscore, and here is the space. If you have created I mean names based on any cell, it will because you cannot have space between the name ranges. Either you can remove space or you can edit the name. Yes, that can be done, but better is to have as it is. Otherwise I mean it would be easy to identify, it would be easy to create. By the way, you can edit it. Let's suppose I want to edit, so you can remove spaces from here, select backspace and edit. But I'm not going to do this. Keep it simple, by the way. And there is a approach creating model which is with simplicity. So try to create your model so that you can understand in future as well. This has been experienced by me. I created many models in 2005, 6. I had huge data, but maybe I mean, in future, once I still remember, my boss came to me and asked me what this cell is. Oh, I forgot. Then he said, do Excel only whatever you know. So it is important, whatever you do, keep it simple. Don't sophisticate your models. Okay. Now it's time to create our model. Here it is. To save us the time, I have already created. Okay, first I will tell you how you can go with model. If my pen is working, I think, I don't know what happened with my pen. Okay, no issue. By the way, I have already created a sheet where I can copy paste the formatting, but for you guys, I can show you, I mean, how you can go with the basic year's name and paste some of the data directly here. First year, what I need, first year, base year, in fact, base year. What is base year, by the way? It is, of course, 2020. If I go back to model, here, I don't think it is mentioned. Yes, so it would be given, by the way, or you can assume base year is 2020. Now we are standing in 2020 and our projection will start from year 2021, right? And I will tell you one more thing, just in case. Sorry, I erroneously clicked Tableau. I need to close it down. Okay. Okay, here it is. I have already created a formatting for you guys. What I will do, I will select all the rows and would do Alt S is a special, I mean, paste special key. You can copy paste the column number from here, and I will copy paste. So we want start here is from 9. Okay, we have already get it corrected. Now what you can do is, here is the formatting cells, cell style. Here it is. So I'll select it. First thing I will do is to remove the grid lines. I don't want in my financial model, and recommended as well. And one more thing. First thing, before you move to model, you also have one more sheet, and you can insert sheet as well by pressing Shift F11 or select this plus sign, cover. Here I will see ABC Limited or XYZ, ABC every time, XYZ Company Limited. Okay. Now financial model for the years 20, for the year, I will put in another cell for the years 2020 to 2021, 2030, I think, yeah, 2021 to 2021 to 2030, prepared by Asif Hafiz. You can put your name. This should be the cover page. You can have bigger in size. Okay, that's fine. Now it is the company name. What I will say here, company name. Now I'm directly writing here company name, model. Your name should I mean, should not be matching with the other names you created on the other sheet, the data sheet. Period. Okay. Now, first thing, while creating your model, you can select F3. Now, it was previously, I told you it was Control F3. Now, simply F3. Put it here, select here F3 and press C, company name, enter. F3, period, no, model, enter. F3, press period name, hit enter. What is the benefit? Benefit is if I press control bracket start, it will jump back to the name. Whatever the name you will be showing here, it changes in the model automatically. My company name, I mean, this is the color you can choose as per your logo of the company. Okay, so yes, right. Now we are done for the first part. Now we need, here you can see, I mean, if I copy paste all here, okay, till here. So what was the cell? To save the time, I'm just copy pasting the formatting, otherwise it may take too much time. 11, control V, that's fine. And from 11 you need to start years, right? It will go 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. I will not copy paste the formatting of years because it is important to for you guys to understand how you can create these things. I will mention years, okay. And how I can bring it in the middle, I have I mean merge and center selection, but problem with the merge and center selection is whenever if you are highlighting any column, it will select all of the columns, right? So how to avoid this situation? Remove merge and column, press Control 1 and go under the I mean alignment tab, select cross center across selection and press OK. I'll have a little darker, I think. Yeah, now it's fine. Right. Number of years. Here it would be, I don't want 2020 full. I need only last 2 digits because I want F financial year, FY. So what I will do, right, comma 2. Here what I will do, +1. What you need to select all and press Control R. So I think there is one more here. Yes, 30. I need data from 30. You can check yes from 30. If you can see easily, I can minimize one of the cell. Right. Now we have all of the I mean years here. So this was the year number. What next we need? Financial year. How we can select financial year? What I will do here, it would be year number, sorry, yeah, here I need 0. I can copy paste and put it 9, but I need here 0. Year number, here I have to mention year numbers. Here I will mention financial year and so on. So I need this to be done as financial year 1. I can put in the center, same, and here. So what you need, this is the right. So I need this +1. Now see what will happen if I press Control 1 and will select number formatting, custom. I'll select cipher. What I will select here, FY, and I'll put this in inverted commas. So what I will do, you can have copy paste as well. The best method in financial modeling is to select all the cell, press Control R. This is a shortcut key which will work same. I don't want to show this 20 or press white space, white color, select all. I will select this formatting. I will select again, same formatting from center. Okay. Yes. Now we are all set with our financials. That's why I did not copy paste it. Okay. Now go back to our query. What we have to do is task put appropriate figures to prepare any yearly cash flow model. Okay, then calculate NPV and IRR, and we have to calculate DCF, discounted cash flow model. For any model, discounted cash flow or NPV IRR, you have to prepare first the PNL, right? Okay, now I'll go back here and copy paste all of the other formatting as well. I will not copy paste formulas so that we can write formulas here directly. I think I need from here. Okay, yes. What I will do, Control C, and what was the cell E14? We'll put here in E14 as Control V. Now we have copy pasted the formatting. First thing, what you need, price per unit. What happens if I press F3 and P? Yes, price per unit, select price per unit and put it here. Hit enter. Select all, press Ctrl R. It will be copy pasted. So it is dynamic basically. If anytime you go back to your data and change anything, it will have impact directly here. Now unit sales. What are the first unit sales are F3, unit sales first year 1000. Okay, now we have unit sales first year here. Go back to your data, just read the question. Additional unit sales 600, and here it is mentioned each year from 2 to 10. What formula you should apply? Last year plus additional. So how it will work, simply go back here, this plus 600, enter, and here select $100 multiply by unit sales. Now you will get your answer here. The first year total sales would be Control R. Why not to select from here the column G and select all, press Control R. Now it will be copy pasted till the last cell, right? So we have now successfully figured out the net sales. Material cost, simply press F3 and press M, pick material cost per unit, hit enter. F3, selling price, hit enter. F3, others per unit. Okay, now see how things are easy. Now you can easily see here others per unit, and you don't need others, you need other per unit, which you can easily justify with your column D. Okay, you can match and pull it here. Total variable cost per unit. So I'll add till here total variable cost. And what are the total variable cost? Total number of units multiply by variable cost. Select all, press Control R, that's it. Now we have figured out what are the total variable cost. One thing you can do, Alt WF is the shortcut key. If you are here, I will select this cell. Yeah, okay, or Alt WF. It will go into the freeze pane, or you can simply select the freeze pane from the view menu and select enter. Now each time you go back here, you will be easily watching at your column D what it is basically, right? Now what we need, of course, fixed assets. So these are very simple. Press Control simple F3 and select lease payment, enter. F3, A, admin, select admin, hit enter. F3, others, hit enter. Total fixed assets. See, I have segregated depreciation. Why? Because this is important for DCF. So I'll calculate all, and here you can apply F3 and depreciation. This is the depreciation. You can simply select it bold or the way you want. Okay. Now we have total depreciation here. yeah, 60,000, and we can directly write here the formulas. How you can write here the formulas? Okay, now we have total sales and total depreciation, fixed cost and depreciation. Okay, I will select 100,000 minus 22,000 total variable cost minus total fixed cost and minus depreciation. Now you will get the earning before interest and tax. Select all, go till end, press Ctrl R. No, it will be done. Correct. Next thing is interest. I don't think, do you have interest there? Interest, you do not have, there's no loan, right? Lease payment, fixed, no, there is no interest. So you simply can put 0. Select all and press Ctrl and enter. It will be 0 for all. Okay, in future maybe you're given interest so that it would be dynamic. So, select all. Okay, now what I'll be doing, taxes. What was the taxes? I think 30%. Even if you don't go to the previous sheet, you can simply apply here. Earning before and tax, multiply by, press F3. See, within formula, it is very easy. You can import, I mean, whatever you want. You can have the formula names. So press taxes, press T, tax rate. Okay, what is the tax rate? Whatever the tax rate would be, it would be simply applied here. Now, earning before and tax minus tax, it would be 520. What you are going to do, select all, press Ctrl R. So this way you have easily identified that net income in year 10 for the financial years. I cannot see financial years, so what I will do, I will simply select this cell, Alt WF, enter. I will select now this cell, Alt WF, and you can, if you don't want to see year number, you can simply hide by pressing Ctrl 9, right? But let it be as it is, no harm showing there. Now, how you can figure out, I mean, what is your net working capital? By the way, we have created net income, right? We have earning before and tax, depreciation and tax from the above figures. Now you can easily calculate, I mean, your formula. Earning before interest and tax, 7,500, right? So it would be 40, yeah, 7,005. You don't need to put anything here, right? And what is the depreciation? Depreciation, you can go here, depreciation. What are the taxes? Pick taxes with the help of formula, and this way you can easily find out what is your I mean, operating cash flow plus minus taxes, 65,250, correct? No, I think plus operating cash flow. Okay, what was tax, by the way, there? What was that? Yeah, tax is paid in subsequent years. So here you can easily remove taxes. Okay, you will not put here the taxes. You can simply copy paste here, and here you want, I mean, taxes. What are the taxes? Now put tax previous year, because you will be paying tax next year. So here you can apply this formula, plus 60,000 minus 2250. So you have 112050. Now you can copy paste till the end. Control R. 374 is your operating cash flow for 2010. I mean 2030. Yes. Next thing is to calculate net working capital. I think there was something mentioned in the data, how you can have the net working capital. First year, you need 18,000, okay, right? You can pull 18,000 there. Then you required net working capital over sales is 16%. So these are the two figures you need for the working capital. So I think it was year naught or zero, 1. 18,000 at year 0. Okay, so you need 18,000 here. Press Control F3, and what you will select, net working capital at year 0. Okay, 18. I want to show it in negative, so I'll put minus before negative. So 18,000 you require in the first year, and for the next year, what you need, go back to your sales data. Total sales is 100,000, multiply by what is net working capital rate. So press F3, press N, net working capital over sales, select this rate and hit enter. 16,000. Now it is easy to calculate what you need. By the way, there is no recovery, so I can put here 0, 0, and you can have total net working capital cash flow. You need 18,000. Okay, so how much you need? 34,000. How you will calculate this? F7, F44. Okay, F47. You need F47 minus E47. This you can do in brackets and plus F48. If you have, I mean, any additional net working recovery at the year end, you can put this formula and put minus before, because I have already, I mean, put 18,000 in minus. What you need, minus minus, where I made mistake, minus minus plus 16,000 minus 18. F47 minus E47. I'll put minus, I'll remove minus sign, okay, to be, no. So let's change our formula, by the way. I will add net working capital. Let's see if this way it will work. Control R. $9,000, no. This is around 34, 9, 25. So put it here. What I will do, see, I will put it in plus sign, will here negative sign. I think it would be easy if I put minus sign instead of here. Press Control R. Yeah, now additional. Now it would be easy to understand. First year we need 18,000 total net working cash flow, then 34,000. Okay, then we need additional 9,600, which is okay, the difference of 34 minus 25. No, I think it looks fine. 9,600, 9,600. We need every time 9,600, correct? So we have figured out now the net working capital cash flow. Then initial investment. How you can pull initial investment? Because we have already pulled data, correct? I'll press F3, select I, initial investment, and select, hit enter, minus sign. Yes, initial investment is in minus, and you don't need any other year's initial investment. It would be 0. Okay, salvage value we don't need till last year, put 0. but in the last year you need salvage value, correct? So it would be press F3, select S, salvage value 200,000. See here, I put in minus sign, I mean initial invested cash outflow, and this one is the cash inflow. I can put in the positive figure. Okay, tax advantage saving, let's suppose we do not have any, select all, select 0, okay, and select 0, okay. Now you can have all the formula, press Ctrl R. Oh, why it is 1? Let me check how we can see that this is 1. Okay, it is 0. Press F2 and F9 together. F2, then F9. I want to see where it is 0.1. F2, F9. Oh, erroneously, I think I selected years as well, so I don't want years. 8, then. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, and select R. Okay, here now see 200,000 is our total, what you can say, the investment, sorry, salvage value. Text after salvage value, we need to change formula here as well. I will remove, by the way, this formula, it was wrong. One more thing, because there is a tax, so we need to have the tax value of salvage, tax rate of salvage value as well. So what I will do, multiply by bracket start 1 minus tax rate. What is the tax rate? Press F3 and select tax rate. Select, hit enter, bracket close, and now we will get 140,000. So practically what we have plus the salvage value. Now I think it will be correct. Yes, fine. We will be getting 140,000 after tax. Now, what is the need? We need to calculate the net present value of 140,000 and 850,000 as well, net working capital and operating cash flow. So the last thing we have before we go further, operating cash flow. Now we can simply recall from above. So what was operating cash flow? Operating cash flow was cipher. Okay, now net working capital cash flow. So this is the net working capital cash flow, correct? Now net capital spending 850,000. So we have total, what we can say, we have 18,000 as well, and 850,000 at year not. So total, how much we need? We need total 868,000. Select all, press Ctrl R, and now we have total in the year end we have 504,540. Now there is a need to discount, your cash flows, how you can discount it. You can easily discount the cash flow with the help of present value formula or NPV formula. But here, if I asked you to calculate, if I asked you how we can go for net present value and IRR, we can do easily. How? First, I will calculate IRR, put IRR and give values from E to column O, all, and select any guess. So I'll put 0.1 or 10%. Now it gives you the IRR of 16%. I will have one more decimal point. So IRR is 15.9%. What would be the net present value? To calculate net present value, don't calculate year not. because you need to select, because year not present value would be same. So we will discount from the year 1 till year 10. By the way, what is the rate? Before NPV, you need to calculate a rate. If you guys remember, I mean, if anyone has already attended my training, so there is a technique to go to the formula agreement. If you have a formula, shift F3. If you have written already formula, press shift F3. It will jump back to the formula argument, from where you can easily check what is your formula. What you can do, select del, because this or control X, these values we need in value 1. Okay, rate. So for rate, press F3. Interest rate, I think, what was the rate, if anybody remember? Rate, discount rate, I think. Yeah, discount rate. Put here discount rate, yes, 10%, and select OK. Now it is the present value, it is not the net present value, it is a present value from year 1 to year 10. So what next? NPV formula is to add initial investment, which is which should be the present value should be the same, 868. Select it here. So your answer is 331,240 positive net cash flow, and it is giving you 15.9% internal rate of return. One thing also you can do to check discounted cash flow for each and every month. For year one it would be same, like select PV. Now if you don't know how to calculate PV, shift F3. Now we are back into the formula argument. Press here discount rate, sorry, F3, and select D, discount rate, select discount rate. Now N per. What is the N per? Basically, N per is the rate. What is the N per? Is the rate. This is the rate. It should be 1. If you, I will show you here. It should be 0. In fact, N per is the year number. Year number, it is showing already 0. So year not mean 2020. We need here year number, so it is fine. Next is the payment. Is a payment made each period? It is not the annuity. I mean, against you pay every month or every quarterly. No, we need only 1 year, which is FV. So I'll put with the minus sign and will select the cumulative cash flow amount from E3 and put select, hit enter. Simply select all, press Ctrl R. Now we have total cash flow. What if I select sum up all of the NPV which calculated discounted cash flow from year not? So it would be same exactly what we have calculated with the help of NPV formula. So there is no difference, correct? So this way we have already finished up with our first task. And if I see there are the different tasks, assign 3 different scenarios: best case, worst case, and average case based on the quantity of sales. I will tell you instantly how you can go. I think time doesn't allow us. Can I ask our branch members, do we have time? Can we go further? Because it was initially for first hour.
Yes, we have time. Please complete.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks. Now see, there are 2 different things. How you can assign the scenarios: best case or worst case or average case. I want to mention here these scenarios. Copy paste, and we'll put scenario here. Choose scenario. I will delete it instantly. Okay. What scenarios was? I think there were 2 scenarios. Quantity of sales increased each year as 300, 600, 880. Okay. Now 80, 100, 120. Fine. We have 2 options, by the way. One we can use, if you go at home, I think under the data, maybe, yeah, under the data what if analysis, here are these scenarios. You can create these scenarios, correct? Or you can do further and have the drill down impact, or you can say, if I want, I mean, with more flexibility, because in future maybe you run sensitivity, then you will not be able to use this function. So what I would recommend is to, first of all, if you do not have developer tab button, so go for it and install the developer tab button, select options, and here is the quick customize ribbon, select developer tab button, and here you will see the developer tab button. From the insert menu, you have this button. Okay, here, right? I will right click it, format control button, input range, where I can give input range. What I do here is to go beyond these cells. By the way, let's create some of the scenario here. Best case, worst case, and average case. Best case would go there, and average case will go here. Under the best case scenario, these are, by the way, inputs, correct? I'll go here. Here you can assign, I mean, input range. What are the input range? And here it is the cell, I mean, input cell reference, any input cell reference. Let's suppose if I give M3, so whatever you will put here, and I'll give the name, input range. Okay, I'll put input, I will name it as input range, so that it will, I can pick easily. And what I will do, put it here, output range, output range. Okay. Right click, format control button. I will delete it because it was just for the mention. Input range. If you press Control F3, unfortunately, it will not work, the name ranges, right? So you have to put whatever you name already have put there. What is the best approach? Select all, and here you can select copy paste, so that there is no space difference. Control button, put name here, put as it is, and replace input with output. Output. 3D shading, press OK. Now see, here you can select now worst case scenario, average case scenario, and best case scenario, correct? Average case scenario, best case scenario. I have, you need to see it very closely, that what's happening around. If I select too big, my mouse is not proper with me. Yes, you can. I will select it, select little bit. Okay, average case. See, average case I have selected. Now it is giving me the option of 2. If I select best, it would give me 3, correct? So if I select best case, now it will show us the value of 3, because we have selected from this range number 3, best case scenario. Now we need to have a VLOOKUP formula or if with if function to change our dynamics here. To change the dynamics here. This is, by the way, price per unit 100 and additional sales unit. what was our first criteria was 100 units. So it is 300. Here you can apply the formula. 300, 600, and 800. 3, 6, and 800. Additional quality. We have a formula here. Additional units. Right. For worst case, additional units were 300, then 600 and 800. Okay. Now what was the next criteria? Next criteria was, let me check here. Selling price. Okay. So unit selling price. Where is the selling price? Here is the price per unit. So it was 100. So what was the prices there? Prices were 80, 100, and 120. So prices here were 80, 100, and 120. Now see, with help of this button, which I will highlight as yellow, with the help of this button, which is the outcome of selecting from the range, I'll select it as yeah, here. Now here you can see, press Ctrl B. Okay, I want the price per unit formula to be shown this way. So I have another beautiful what you can say, the function to pull formula is equal to, which is the choose function. Choose function. How choose function? So output range first, then okay, before this I need to identify this range. Additional units range. Then I will assign price range, right? Okay. Additional unit sales. What I will do here, this I have already assigned a name. So here you can apply a formula. Choose output, comma, select F3. What you want to select? Additional units. No, sorry, I don't think we can apply choose here. Okay, let's try, because I have already mentioned here. So additional unit range, where is additional? Yeah, it won't work. Yeah, it won't work. Basically, it is initially it is showing you, but it will show you with the help of array function. So better to use index formula. So I'll apply index formula. What is the array? Array is the additional units range, comma, the output range. What is the output range? This range. So now it will show you what is the additional unit to be placed against what you can say, the within the model. What are the additional units? Same copy paste formula here. Instead of giving this range, here you can give price range, right? So here you can see easily 120 and 80. 120 and 80. What you need to do is select this formula before equal sign, press Ctrl C, select Ctrl F3, and select. This was the additional units, correct? So where are the additional units? Yeah, these are the additional units. Instead of this hard coded number, you can apply a formula here with equal sign instead and close it down. Yes, right. Then copy paste this formula, Control C, and select price. Where was the price? Control F3, and here was the price per unit. Instead of this hard coded number, I want this formula, index, price, change, output, so that your results are dynamics, correct? Close it down. Now you will be selecting best case here But what I would do, just to have the clear picture on our first table, sorry, I will copy paste net present value and IRR here, Control C, and put results here. I don't need delete. What I will do, Control C, and I will have results here first, then IRR. Okay, now so that we can see instantly what are the results. Choose scenario. I want to choose what was the first scenario. It was the average case scenario, which was showing you the internal rate of return is 15%, 330, 1000 year NPV. Now here you can easily select worst case scenario and it will show you what is the NPV and what you have selected here, internal rate of return, correct? Anytime if you need, okay, I want to go back here, and here instead of 300, what I would choose here, 250, 350 and 600. So best case scenario, this one. Price per unit may go 75. You can change, in fact, this I'm telling you, 90, and let it be 120. Okay, that's fine. All right. Now you will have your results easily. This is the first result for under the worst case scenario, second result under the average case scenario, then the best case scenario. If I go back here, now we have concluded our second task. So here I must stop because I can understand there will be a lot more questions. I could see, there are maybe how many questions I need to check. So for questions and answer, I don't know who is handling. Can you give me the insights about questions and answers? Yes, Mr. Imran or Mr. Asmas, who is handling question and answers? Hello. Am I audible?
Hello. Yes. Sorry.
Okay. I don't know. Sorry, Imran. Just let me tell you one more thing. Actually, it was decided that we will be having question and answer in the end of the session. Have anybody compiled questions and answers, or we can go blindly? Just
can you see the question answers?
I can see, but it would be very hard for me to read all of the questions.
Not a lot of, or I can share. Just one question is that okay. Please share the Excel version. Okay. How to share the Excel version? This is the first thing. Okay. Basically, no, you did at the end. Recently, you did one magic. Okay, which I I did not understood, that how the values are linking at the end, how the top line connecting through index. That just can you brief again, because you made the scenarios, okay, and then at the end you in name range you put the index formula. Okay.
First,
I did not find that.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is. Yeah.
Let me read question. I think there are few I just gone through. So, okay, question. We can see your screen. Okay. Now, sir, please share presentation. Guys, I have already shared presentation with the organizers. I think it will be shared with you soon. If Mr. Asif Nas, you're listening, I think I have already shared with you. Now we can instantly share here. Maybe it would be easy for them to download right now. Then
Asif, I will share in the group.
Right. So I believe everybody will be okay. Now, Mr. Please mark my attendance. I think everybody. Mr. Imran have a question to validate the model. Shall we add the KPI in historical tab, and that should be matched with FS for companies? To validate the model, shall we have a KPI in historical tab? Okay, this
question was 1 hour before. Okay.
It was your question or some other Imran?
I think some other question. It looks like that he want to add the KPIs Okay, and so obviously
See guys,
we are
okay, yeah,
working on case study.
for the historical trend, what I would see, what I would, sorry, is suggest you here, just a minute. Insert, go to insert, and I think use these spark lines for historical trend if you want to show only historical trends. But because your question is like KPI in historical tab, I don't know what does exactly this mean, but if you want to show historical data trend, yes, you can use spark lines. But if you have some other KPIs, yes, there are some other techniques by which you can, these by the way techniques are used in dashboards, but you can still have in your financial model. Next is, why should we not keep the price 80, 100, 120 for each case of additional sales increase? That is, yes, Harun, it's up to you. Because we only created 3 scenarios. Yes, you're right. If you can, this is the question, you can go with multiple scenarios. Please teach something. I don't know what does it mean. Kindly share the Excel version of this also. Yes, I'll be sharing this Excel file. This all relates to you guys. Then can we do such modeling in Power BI, Mr. Zulfikar Mir? You cannot do exactly the same in Power BI because Power BI is not the financial modeler. That's what, there are 2 different things, but you can still connect your data, whatever you have in your, whatever you have created like a dashboard, financial model, you can create a dashboard based on your financial model. Can we have a dashboard for the model? Yes, you can. I have already prepared. I think I shown you in my slides. We can have dashboards, but it is very tricky which chart you can choose and how you can choose the colors. This is really very important part. Can the video be shared? I think organizers have already have the video and will share the link. Please share write up for creating scenarios and link creation. Yes, of course, Mr. Naeem. I will have a write up little bit and will share under the Facebook link page. No issues. Recording, yes, available. How this modeling different from prediction? What's your opinion? Mr. Zulfar, I can understand your question. It is regarding the machine learning, and although Azure machine learning is something different, and this financial model is totally different. This is based on your data, based on what you can say the historical data, etc. Then Mr. Imran, how to market tendencies? Okay, sir, how can we develop these financial models? Means that the formatting and pick placing of formulas and linking the sheets. Tokir Afzal, yes, this is $1 million question, and I would say, I will tell you, little bit about myself. When I started learning, I thought that I have learned a lot, now I can create models. But after 15 years, I got dumped. I couldn't prepare a model based on best practices. So there are 2 famous institutes, or you can go with the CFI, you can go with the CFI is Corporate Financial Institute. FM, if you have developed your skills, you can go for AFM exam, which is conducted by the Financial Modeling Institute. Mr. Imran, these were the questions I think I saw on my screens and I answered. Maybe there may be more questions on Facebook, which I don't know.
Okay. I think now we should conclude. There is no any question further.
Okay. What I will do here, I will just show my contact details so that everybody, if anybody can want to connect with me, I think somebody was asking dashboards. If you are there, you can see these are the dashboards, or these are the initial charts. Then what we have created, these are the charts, and for every sheet we have prepared some of the charts or like dashboards. Right, you can create all these charts and dashboards as per your requirements. So these are my contact details. You can contact me via Gmail. This is my cell phone number. I live in Saudi Arabia, and my WhatsApp number is also given. So thank you, KSA Branch Council. I really enjoyed being the trainer for the free webinar of financial modeling. Thank you, ICMIT.
Asif, thank you. Asif, thank you very much for your valuable time. What you are trying to teach us, it's not a matter of hours. It needs days, continuous days. Then we can reach up to a certain level where we can have some certain techniques that how to build these models. But at least it was a beginning of a new process. At least people will have an idea how to start this process, and with the continuous effort they can keep it going and going up.
True.
I would thanks to all the participants. There were more than 70 participants in this presentation, and I believe all have learned whatever within this possible time. So thank you very much, gentlemen, and thank you very much for the institute for providing us this platform. Thanks to Asam, Nisa, and everyone who participated, who supported us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. Allah Hafiz.